Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Giuliani getting ready to hook it up. All right, we're replacing the rear brakes on the Acura CL 3.0 1999. We got the C-clamp, everything getting ready to be ready to suppress the brakes. Actually, we're probably going to be using that a little bit more. My boy Frank on the job, killing it. Looks like he's releasing that back brake line in order to get to those two screws.
Bolts right here, guys, that are on your caliper. You can't get you because of this line. Go ahead and take those two bolts out. Your line come out of the way. You can bend it a little bit. It's flexible. Don't bend it too much because you'll break it, okay? But other than that, get your wrench in there, you know what I mean? Your ratchet. Use your palms, guys. If you try to pry on it with your hands, and your hand slips and hits that fucking metal, I don't feel bad for you because I told your ass.
Right.
Now I know some of y'all are wondering, why'd you got a C-clamp out there whenever some of those damn fucking brakes, you gotta press them in, right? You use a special tool. Well, guess what? We ain't got no specialty tools today, guys. So we're going to ghetto style with it. When you ain't got the tools and you ain't got time to run down to the goddamn fucking AutoZone to go get the goddamn tool, well then guess what? Then you gotta improvise. So what we're gonna do to press it in, guys, is we're gonna use this. Yes, I know it's for homework, okay, guys? I know it's for pulling out boards and panels and all that bullshit, but today it's going to be used as a brake tool. And it's going to be our specialty tool.
Right.
So we'll be showing y'all how to do that right here in a couple seconds, right as soon as I get this shit off. Remember to keep all your bolts together, guys. If you're not sure, if you're new to this, label your bolts. That way you know exactly where they go, where you pulled them out of. Me, I've been doing this 20 years, so I don't label bolts. I know exactly where everything goes when I pull it out. And if it ain't broke, it's probably because I fixed it, okay? So, there you go, like I said, okay? Now, like I said, you see that little slot? That right there's got to be screwed in, okay? We didn't know that originally, so we didn't bother renting the tool when we went to the store. So what you're going to do is you're going to get this, you're going to put it in there. You're going to turn this in. See how it starts turning, people? And just keep on turning until it goes all the way in, because that's compressing your brake caliper right there, okay? Is that turn. If you don't turn these in, you'll never get them damn brake pads to fit on there, and then you'll be up shit creek wondering, why in the hell can't I get my brakes on? And you'll be beating the shit out of shit, your brake calipers, and then you're gonna be calling somebody like me that's a badass.
So in this particular 1999 Acura CL 3.0, you have to use that. Well, either rent a tool, or this particular life hack or auto hack is a good substitute for that.
Definitely.
Instead of using the C-clamp, because the C-clamp will not compress the back brake like that, like the old way. All right, right on. Hey, y'all learned something.
Hell yeah. I know some of us got stronger hands than others, so if you can't beat on it with your goddamn hand, make sure that you get a hammer. I don't want you fucking yourself up. Like I said, I've been doing it 20 years, so my hands are kind of used to it. Don't let me grab a hold of you, because if I ever grab a hold of you, you're going to be hurt. As you can see, I'm using an extension. Give me a little bit of room in here. My ratchet has some room so I can beat on it a little bit with my palm. Once you get the bolts broken loose, finger tight, baby, you can just get in there with your fingers, take the bolts out, do what you're doing. Once you get this piece off right here, rotor and everything come right off, people. So here's your last bolt right here before it all comes apart. And there she is, look guys, right there. Now if this is seized up like this one is, get your wrench, hammer or something, beat on it a little bit, turn it. Try not to beat on the same place too much. Got a hammer over here, Jules?
In the toolbox it should be.
Gotcha.
See, this particular one, I was letting it grind, and sometimes I would ride maybe about up the block with the emergency brake on. So that's
see
what
all that?
happens.
Oh, that's the rust that was holding this on, people. See this? Now, if you don't beat it with the hammer, it'll never come off, okay? You'll heat it, all that shit's not gonna work. You gotta beat the shit out of it with the hammer. Don't be scared, but if you're gonna beat it with the hammer, you make sure you hit the edges and not your lugs. Because then you're gonna be fucking replacing studs.
Right on. Food for thought, y'all.
So we got that one going on there. Here's your new rotor and everything, guys. Brand new. Nice AutoZone specials. We got the hook over that AutoZone, people.
AutoZone. Ahi.
And if you're like me, I don't mind working in the cold, you know what I mean? I'd rather work in the cold than the heat. Any day of the damn week.
Life of a journeyman, y'all.
Yep. All day long, people. Gotta get your hustle on. Now, y'all remember, this for family, man. Y'all better be hooking them up, okay? But if this is for one of your boys or something, you know what I mean, man? Y'all hook them up. Now, if this is for somebody you don't know, well, fuck them. Charge the shit out of them.
Because it's all about safety, y'all. So you want to get a professional to install these parts if you don't really know. But this video, hopefully, will help y'all just in case you need to cut a couple corners and you're waiting for that stimulus check.
Yep. There you go. Parts for these are actually pretty cheap, guys, man. Shoot. Especially if you know somebody that has a shop. They let you use their shop again. You'll be good. So right now what we're doing is we're tightening everything back up, okay, people? Now they do sell the tools for this, guys, to make it a hell of a lot faster, I know. All I like to do is just try to screw them all the way in by my hands. I first get them started. Now I'll tighten one all the way up, then the other one I'll screw it in by hand. Once I get it all the way screwed in like I did this one, I'll get my ratchet on it and just tighten it up the last couple. See little snugs and that's it, see?
It's good to do that because you instill the integrity of the thread in the nut and the bolt instead of just putting the mechanical wrench on there. Sometimes that could actually ruin the connection.
Just a hint, guys, your brake warner always goes on top, okay? The reason that it goes on top, people, is whenever your brakes are going around, they're going this way, okay? You're going forward, right? So it's going to pull it out this way. Now, if I was to put this on bottom, it's going to pull it under. You don't want it to get pulled under. Always over, okay? Always over, guys. See how it slid on? Like nothing? That's the way it should be. Now, like I told y'all, you see these threads? They only go up so much, right? And you see these ones are all the way threaded. Like I said, remember where your bolts go. That's the difference. This is your brake hardware. These are the ones that hold your brakes in place. Like I said, if you're not confident doing this, have somebody else do it that knows what they're doing. But this is pretty much a novice job right here. I mean, anybody can do it as long as you have the skill and the willpower to want to get it done. And trust me, it's colder than shit out here today, but guess what? We want to get it done.
Yeah.
We ain't got time to be bullshitting. We got things to do and place to go and people to see.
Alright.
Y'all ever in Roswell, New Mexico, man, y'all hit me up. Frank Archuleta, look me up on Facebook. I'll be glad to help you out. Now let's see, we're gonna go with this one right here. Now we're putting our brake line back in place, people, okay? The one that we took off to get to the other one. To get to the bolts that were on the caliper. Do not forget to put this back on. Don't be lazy and just leave it hanging and say, oh, it'll be all right. No, you're gonna rub through your brake line, you're gonna fuck something up. Do not do that. Especially if it's one of your family members' cars, one of your boys' cars, or even a customer's car for that matter. If you rub through that brake line and they can't stop, guess what? It might be your family that they're running into and killing. I'm just double checking on my bolt for tightness, guys. Just to ensure that I got it all tight. I'm gonna go ahead and go over this picture real quick. Oh, look at that. See, look at that, guys. I even got that 1/4-inch ratchet in there without taking out the brake line. But don't fuck around like that. Just take out the brake line. It's easy. And there you go, guys.
Right on, right on. Boom, you see that? Just like that. 10 minutes and under. Under 10 minutes.
And that was without electric tools, people. If I had
Right.
electric tools, it would be 5 minutes. Or your money back.
Right. Yeah, so that's what's up. That's the same thing you do to the other side. You do that same procedure. Keep all that stuff in mind. Make sure your nuts and bolts are there. Safety first, people. Make sure your jack and all that stuff is safe and everything's all out of the way. People make sure they steer clear to also the auto vehicles that are actually being worked on. Make sure the professionals are keeping safety first. It's your boy Giuliani signing out. Hey, so I'm gonna hit y'all back with another video. We'll probably be doing like the drive axles and then also the CV joints and then maybe what they call that? Yeah, the rack and pinion. Yeah, baby, almost in a minute. We'll be back. Holla at you.